Now here's a new one. This is Dimir Control, and it's a reaction to me losing constantly against Temur World Soul, and somebody suggested, hey, Deadly Cover-Up. It's a sweeper, and also removes World Soul from their entire deck. Is that good? Yes, it is. Now the downside is you're playing Dimir Control, which is bad, but and also another downside is that you have to play 4 cover up, I think, because I was just playing 3 and I couldn't find it in time in some situations against World Soul and I still lost the game. So you need 4. Other than that, it's kind of like pre-boarded against World Soul, so that's good. It does function pretty well against like control and slow mid-range decks like Ramp, because all these cards kind of hit the same matchups. And you also, Deadly Cover-Up's good against those slower decks as well. So there's that. Definitely some merit to Dimir Control. It does struggle incredibly hard against like super fast aggro decks. Like Mono Red is impossible. And Boros sometimes tough, depending on if you draw the Path of Peril in time. And even then, sometimes you still die because there's no life gain. There's no life gain other than March. And March, every time I draw March, I'm like, okay, I win. And I lose. Every time I gain like 4 or 6 life, I still lose. Like it's hard. You need to like sweep them and then cast the March, and then you're like fine. But it's hard to find the combination of these two spells or like these two. It's really hard. So still like there's some hope, but like it's a really awkward deck. It really is. Other than that, I mean, it's good. It worked as intended, I think. One thing I noticed is that in this deck specifically, because of Deadly Cover-Up, you want to be milling aggressively against Temur, and that means that Hearse is a little bit worse. And that means you might want to play Lantern instead to exile everything. Because I found myself in situations where I'm like, okay, I have Jace on the board, I have Deadly Cover-Up, but where's the World Soul? It's not in the graveyard. So do I mill and then put it in the graveyard, but then they can ramp? And sometimes I have Hearse on the board, and then I realize, okay, I might want like the exile all graveyard. So then I go like -5, exile everything, Deadly Cover-Up, and then that's that, right? So definitely some merit to this deck. I will test it more. I think it is theoretically the best possible deck you could play against Temur World Soul. There's probably no doubt about that, but it will struggle a little bit more than like Blue-White against most of the other decks. I'm not going to dig too deep into the sideboard. There's the GOAT, the 4/4 flying lifelink carries against aggro. Shield Red ×1, another Jace. Long Goodbye is pretty good, can't get countered, so it's good against the ward stuff. Go for the Throat, probably necessary. 2 Hermits. I don't know if you should play them. I think it's really good, but also there are other cards that are really good, so I don't know. 4th Tidebinder for Temur, and then you got Hearses, you got some counter magic, and you got the fourth path. Anyways, I'm speedrunning these. I'm recording them all at the same time. So yeah, enjoy the gameplay. Check out my second channel, link in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Well, actually no, because you're going into the gameplay. So okay, well, all right, bye. Please play the game, please. Please. Okay, it's Temur. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll take it. Now the problem is I have tap land on the draw, which is not good. Very not good. That's fine. Sure. Okay. I mean, it's fine. That's annoying. That's actually really good here. Okay, we're in trouble. Kinda. Good draw. I need lands. The most important factor here is going to be me drawing lands. I need to draw lands. My hand is terrible. Other than exactly Tidebinder. The end is fine, depending on if I manage to hit the ramp creature or Nissa. Most likely the ramp creature would be better. It's fine. Okay, that's not too bad. Actually, I need cover up, basically. It's a... if I don't find cover up in time, I'm still gonna lose. That's the problem. I don't have hard counter. Hard counter magic. Damn. It's insane. Run Stone Brain. Already did. It does not matter. I already lost with blue white with Stone Brain post board. Sorcery Speed Deluge 7. What the hell? Like, I want to keep this to bounce the Virtue, but I just don't. Too low tempo, I think. All I need is cover up, so I'm gonna play towards that. I don't know if I would die if they play Virtue here. Probably not. Okay, them ramping here is really good for me. I just need a little bit of time. Find cover up. Finish the game off. The small problem is that I have to exile my Deluge, but at that point I think it's fine. I mean, it's either I hit it here or I lose the game, right? Probably. Tidebinder was not enough. I might have to, like, forget about the Tidebinder, just play 4 cover up. Just play hard counter, maybe. Negate main deck. I don't think Tidebinder is that good if you're going for the cover up plan, because it gets stalls a little bit, but I would have to hold it up, whereas I don't have to worry about anything if I'm playing just cover up. I just slam all the time, constantly. Wait, everything came in untapped? What the hell? Holy shit. It's not good. Oh yeah, this is insane. Alright, so I'm actually dead if I don't find it here. We have 2 draws, 3 draws, 2 draws. The question is, can I get out of range with March? If the answer is yes, then I should probably just bait them into casting it. 10, 16, they have 9 times 3. That's too much. Too much. I mean, actually, no, it's not. I can go full exile everything, and I'd probably be fine. I might be able to Jace them out, too. Well, let's say it's 10, right? Because it would be 10 times 3. So I'd take 28 damage, basically. I'm gaining 1, and then I'm gaining 6. That's enough. That's enough. I can do it. Then everything comes into untap, though. That's the problem. I can target my own Tidebinder. I don't care. There's no way that drawing 1 is correct here. I do know I have to keep most of the black spells, right? Or wait, this is 6, right? I need to go... I said I needed I need 2 spells, right? Yeah, I need 2 spells. I don't know if it's correct to discard Deduce, though. Probably, it's a little bit slow. I won't have the mana. Oh no, I don't need 8. Oh yeah, I do need 8, yeah. No, I need 1. Wait. No, I just need to gain 8. Okay, never mind. It's irrelevant. I don't have the time. They either try to kill me here, or they don't, and I just win next turn. Because I'm almost guaranteed to win, because there's no way I don't find Jace number 2. If they let me, or I could find cover up. It's annoying. 17 cards in, no cover up. Pretty annoying. Okay, here we go. If they can somehow brick my... Okay, I don't think that matters. Unless they play the ramp guy. Yeah, I guess I just kill that then. Oh wait. Does that generate... How much more mana does that generate? I don't know. Is that way too much? Because, like, how many basics do they even have left? It should be like 6 of each, right? I don't think they have many basics left at all. These don't tap for mana, so I kill that, right? And it depends how many... Either way, I just do it, right? There's no... It's not possible that letting this resolve is correct. It's not possible. So... I just go 10 to be safe, probably. You know what? I'll just go 10 and just get rid of the end. 6, 5, 4. I mean, no, they're way over that, so it's not correct. I don't care about removal, though, so it's just irrelevant. Now it's just one track mind here into leaving 2 mana up, having the most possible odds of finding exactly what I need off of this. Oh wait, I should have done that in response to that. Wow. That's a mistake. I mean, what are the odds they have another one? I guess it's pretty high. Yeah, I might lose here. Okay, nope. Okay. So I need them to draw 1 more card. Okay, I win. Alright, cool. Oh, we're gonna dig off Celestis. Absolutely true, yeah. Celestis is so good. I win. Unless they have Tidebinder main deck. It was a misplay. I should have waited. But yeah. I don't think that's enough, right? Doppelgang? Okay, Doppelgang, I'm probably dead. Actually... Oh yeah, I'm dead. Doppelgang, yeah. Damn, they always have it too. It's crazy. God damn it. Okay, that's not enough mana for... Actually, it is. Yeah, it is. I lose. Well, it depends. It's RNG, right? They either hit the Doppelganger or they don't. I could have pre-milled. Maybe I should have pre-milled. I don't know. They run the RX Dragon with haste. Yeah, true. Possible. I could have pre-milled. Maybe that was the misplay. I don't think I needed 31. I misplayed him. Whatever. They don't have green. Nice. They messed up. Auto tapped. I didn't get it too. Holy moly, that is impossible. Like, the Doppelgang just seals the deal there if they find it. I don't think Tidebinder is very important. Also, I need to play 4 cover up. I just realized if you don't find cover up, you're basically playing a bad control deck, so there's no point. Yeah, auto tap is rough. You gotta manually tap. The green is really important. If you're going to go for these shenanigans, it's really important. I guess cover up. If I'm running cover up, I probably don't want shield run. I mean, I just went with mill, right? I do want these because they deal with the hermit. I do want long goodbye. Probably want the end. I don't make disappear is super sketchy. I think Celestis is mediocre. They have a braid. March is weird because I think it's bad. Yeah, I think it's bad. If I die, I die. But March is not going to help me too much. Two cards. It's probably make disappear. Card that falls off the hardest, fastest. But it's also pretty good in the early game. It's a double-edged sword. I also have to counter this spelunking. I don't think I need make disappear. It's fine. They have Shigeki? Oh yeah, they do. They do. But that doesn't really matter. Once I take the soul, it doesn't matter. Once I take the world soul, it doesn't matter if they survive one extra turn. I can just mill them the next turn with a land. I guess I lose game 2. Alright, cool. And maybe not. Okay, if I win this game, that's all I need to know about this matchup. If I still win after those horrible hands that I had to mulligan, this is like kind of playable, but I mean, it's just about this, right? If this resolves and I win, then sure. I can't believe I hit 2/6 land or 2/6 land opening hands. That's like actually crazy. It's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. That's good. Could not have asked for anything better than deduce, so kind of chilling with that. Well, actually, I think untap land is low-key better than deduce, because if I have to keep up the pace, it's not going to work out. Okay. That's good. That's low tempo. Very low tempo. I was mostly afraid of like high tempo plays because I can't keep up. Whoa, double virtue, grab Nissa. Ugh. Really annoying. There's land. Wow. That's really good for me. They're so screwed. Holy, why did they... I don't get it. I don't understand. There's no way I cover up here. I don't understand why they didn't grab the land when they're screwed on 3. Doesn't really make sense to me. Don't care about that. Guess I just fetch analyst? Yeah, probably. Just take all the analysts, probably. Well, the thing is, I need to find a freaking... Okay, I found land. Okay. As what it is. It's an interesting idea to take the Nissa here. Actually, it's both the same odds. I think Nissa's scarier, right? Because I have the Tidebinders. And they can self-mill. Yeah, it's definitely Nissa. It's definitely Nissa. I can screw them so hard with this thing, and it helps me because it mills them. They don't have double blue. They do have World Soul, but yeah, that is pretty annoying. Okay. Okay, now the problem is that was a tough spot because I had to use cover up, I think. There's no way I don't use cover up there. No, because then it can screw me. I don't have multiple times. I had to do it. So actually they're putting me in a bad spot here. Where if they find they're gonna resolve the virtue for sure. That's good. They have enough mana for virtue, almost enough for that thing, so that's a race for me to find it. I'm just dead, right? If they resolve this. And deluge. Okay, they didn't. Alright, small chance. Small chance. Gotta find it. I gotta find that or... Oh, nice. That makes things a little bit easier. Okay, that makes them slower, way slower. But they were playing around counterspell, I guess. That makes sense. I am representing counterspell, even though I don't have it. Yeah, that is not good.
Showed me the truth. Flesh will always lose.
That is very bad. But, I mean, negate not happening on my cover-up is better for sure, but... Okay. We're in trouble now. We're in trouble. I mean, my mulligan was so bad. That's the problem. Okay, that's actually fine. Because either way, I'm going to lose the game if I don't find it, so... That's good. I think I have to mill them here. There's one World Soul. There's another Deluge. I just have to give them the least amount of options to play with. If they don't have a rebuy, there's the Shigeki. Then I can maybe stabilize myself with the negate. Really key here. Shigeki gone is huge. There's still one World Soul, so they have one World Soul. If they have a negate as well, it is, but... Yeah. One negate's gone. They probably have another one. Oh, no, there's two. There's two gone. They probably don't have another one. Ah, they can have Hermit, though. That's the problem. That's over. I lose. I mean, that was not good. That was not good. I need to play 4 cover up. It's like 100%. Because I had to use one for a sweeper there. Screwed me over. I would have lost if I didn't sweep there, I think. Well, maybe not. I mean, it depends. If they find a land that taps for 2 mana, I'm so screwed there. Okay, that's GG. Well, actually, no, it's not. Depending on whether or not they have the other World Soul Rage in hand, I guess. 2 Shigeki is a lot. Yeah, I'm probably dead, right? They have another rebuy? Yeah. Okay. I really have to hit the cover up, I guess. Do I go for the damage route instead of the mill route? It's a possibility. Yeah, I know I need to go after World Soul. That's obvious. But I can't let them ramp because I would lose the game because they could just find counterspell later. I had to use that cover up. I think Make Disappear is terrible. I mean, it would have been good in that game, but I could go the damage route. Could go the Hermit route. Hermit would make my spells uncounterable. I think a Hermit route is fine. Okay, thanks, Barum. Hermit's a better counterspell than Make Disappear most of the time. And I don't know if I want creatures because cover up sweeps my own stuff, so that's the problem. I think cut down is kind of eh. I could play both of these if I think it's relevant. Which it kind of is, but it kind of isn't at the same time. Play one. I don't know. Maybe I want both the Celestices to try to get a mana advantage as well. I don't know. Alright, not bad. This is terrible. This should have been a Celestis. I mean, maybe it won't be terrible. It's kind of surprising that I have like a damage win con. Maybe they fall for it in a way. By not having any interaction, but they still have the sweepers, but still, I can bring it back. I just don't know how to hit the freaking World Soul reliably, because the first one is pretty backbreaking. The first one cast is pretty backbreaking. And that's kind of a problem. So ideally, I would have to like mill the World Soul and then take it. Yeah, this works, I guess.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the facts. Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
That's really annoying. Yeah, this card screws with the matchup a lot, actually. So good. Are you beating Dimir? Nope. Not even close, actually, still. I mean, this specific version is super backbreaking, I feel like. Okay. I can do it here. I can forcefully mill them for 15. If it mills a World Soul, I win. I think. I mean, I hope. Otherwise, otherwise super cringe. It doesn't work. And I think in this case, it would probably be better to have Lantern. This might be the only deck that might want Lantern over Curse. Damn it. Untap lands? Wow. Wow. Might actually lose. Oh, there's World Soul at least. And I guess I don't really care if they ramp here, right? So I should pass. Well, I don't know. I feel like I should do this still. If they ramp here, I win, right? Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Maybe they have too much mana and then I'm still going to lose. The problem is I will never be able to counter the ramp because I would have to hold this up constantly and that's not going to happen. So I have to play this. Actually, this is... I should take the basics, right? Not hitting that land there is so bad. That's actually huge. That they don't have the ramp creature and instead they have this. That's massive. It's gotta be game over, right? They don't have the mana to channel the turtle. Ah, they can put it back in the library. God damn it, I forgot about that. Ah, okay, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. That is so annoying. At least I can take turn the earth, which I guess is fine. Okay, nothing in it. Okay, that's the good news, I guess. I can take that. Only one. Yeah. Damn. The other person played two, so now I'm like mine effed. That's so annoying.
Organic minds are easily quelled.
The other person playing two screwed with me there, because otherwise I'd always take Nissa, right? Okay, no virtue. I think we're still winning this. Alright, now they can't ramp at all. Okay, we're fine. Damn, I can't believe they have a counterplay to that too. So this matchup is not even free. Like, Temur is disgusting. I'm gonna say it here. Temur is a disgusting deck. It has answers to everything. It has absolutely answers to everything you can play. It's so annoying. I think Tidebinder is actually not that good in my deck versus them. I don't know. So I can soon mill them. Yeah, I think Lantern might be better than Hearse in this deck specifically, because I want to mill aggressively for the deadly cover up, right? It's the only deck where you would pre-mill basically. So yeah, I could see like a full graveyard exile being more relevant
Become subdued.
in that case. Is Deadly Cover Up is Deadly Cover Up a better board up? No, it's literally just for Temur. This is a kind of ass board wipe, I think. Well, it's like fine. Depends. Once you hit something that doesn't die to this, it's terrible. That's the only problem. And there are creatures that do not die to that. Also, you don't get a creature, so there's two downsides. One, it's not as good as... I don't care about that. I mean, even if they're ramp here, I just don't care. Could play Stonebrain. Already tried, already lost. Stonebrain is not enough. It's extremely low tempo. Whereas Cover Up is kind of up tempo, kind of. It depends. I guess cover up is also down tempo sometimes, but I don't know.
Organic minds are easily quelled.
I don't even know. I probably shouldn't do that, but I have another Tidebinder. I have a counter spell. The flanker is not in this color combination, but sure, in the other deck, the flanker's fine. I mean, again, if you want to mill aggressively, exile all effects are better. Then, but usually I wasn't exiling aggressively. But I think now that I know the dynamic of the matchup a little bit more, I think there's more merit to milling aggressively, so yeah. In that case, I think those effects are more valuable, essentially. So yeah, Lantern is a consideration for this deck. Depends on what exactly you're going for.
Knowledge I will shatter your mind.
I don't think there's counterplay to this. I mean, I guess, I can Tidebind their Tidebinder. Liliana? Wait, you mean as Temur? I think Lily is really... it's kind of hard to deal. I mean, it's like medium to deal with, because like discarding is not a net negative for you, because World Soul's so good, right? And the other ramp spells are so good.